Guys, I'm going to say straight from the beginning, don't try this. Because it does state quite clearly when you're using the Neo 2, which I'm going to put there anyway, don't fly over water. Now, you can't see it, but I'm next to the sea, which I think is a lot of water. Anyway, I did come here over a week ago, and I tried to fly the Neo 2 using my RC2 controller. And even now, I'm wondering, is this a good idea? So if you can tell, the flag's sort of virtually outwards. I've just checked my weather app. It did say gusts up to about 50 miles per hour. With a Neo. With a Neo 2 cope with that. I'm trying to pair the drone with the RC2 controller, and for some reason, other than it must be frightened because it didn't want to go out to sea, it's just not connecting. A disaster. Because I can't even connect the drone. I'm not going to do it without it being connected. So, you know what? When you want to do something, it just don't want to work, doesn't it? Let's do it again. Neo 2. So anyway, I'll just give it a go. Fed up with it now. I'm getting cold. Oh, right. Nah, it's not happening. And for some reason, it just wouldn't connect, to the extent I had to go back and do a factory reset. And that's all worked now. So hopefully in this time, see, I don't think you want to go over the water. So I'll be honest, I've never flown this over the water. I'm going to call it the sea. I mean, I suppose water can classify ponds, rivers and lakes and whatever, but I'll be flying this over the sea. I've never done it before, because I've never had much interest of flying it over the sea, because you don't see a lot really, do you, other than sea. So, as you can see, the flag's hardly moving, which is good, because when I came here last time, that was nearly stuck straight out. But what I've done, I've checked my Air Data UAV app. I remembered it this time, and it said wind between 6 and 10 miles per hour. So that's pretty good. And I think this thing should cope with that. So I thought, give it a go. What I'm going to do, what I do with all my drones virtually, is I send the drone out, go out quite a way, and then I just turn off the controller. And the idea is, it's supposed to come back. And yeah, it comes back, but will it? This is the thing. So anyway, I'm going to turn on the drone. So the drone's on. I'll just get the setup on the RC2 controller. I wouldn't be surprised that it's not even connected, but we're going to see. Just let it load up. There's some fishermen over there. It's a bit early in the morning. It's not a brilliant beach. That's just why they've designated it for it's called the dog beach. But it's because it's a bit stony. Okay, so we've gone straight in. I'm just letting the satellites get sorted. And obviously the main one is making
home point updated.
The home point's updated. Because without the home point, it's not going to come back. We're going to turn on the video as well. So you've got the video footage. Could this be its last voyage? I don't think so. Anyway, let's do takeoff.
Takeoff.
Okay.
Home point updated.
I'm just going to send it out a little bit, and then we're going to send it up. Okay, off we go. Probably going to scare the fishermen. They're going to be a bit annoyed with that racket. Okay, so it's just, as you can see, it's a lovely sunny day. I've got no filters on, guys. I've got 90% on the battery. I'm just climbing up to about 200 feet. He says. Still sending it out. Okay, so we're at 200 foot. Everything's looking good. We've got full signal. It's out there. As you can see, the distance. There's not a lot about. So I'm going to stop it there. Okay, this is the horrible bit. So it's there. What I am doing, I'm just going to show you whereabouts I am. So there I am. So I've got the drone facing me. Right, what I'm going to do now, I've still got the video on. That'd be interesting to see if that is still doing the video. I'm going to shut off the screen save now, because obviously I'll be shutting down the system. So I'll turn that off. I am now going to press the button. So now the button's gone. So I've got no power at all on the controller. And the main reason I do this, guys, is to give you the confidence that if something did go wrong, and it's happened to me, that drone will still come back. I've just seen a seagull. That's not a good sign. Anyway, obviously, I think the main thing that I always get is when I can hear that sound, because it's quite a distinctive sound. And that seagull... Anyway, just still prove it's not on. Now, you can, if you did feel really panicky, you can turn on the controller to regain control of the drone. But I'm not going to do that. I just wanted to see the drone coming back. And I think I can hear him. Yeah, I can hear him. And that seagull was coming towards me. Okay, so, there's two seagulls now. But thankfully they're over near the fishermen. Okay, I can hear it now. I'm going to try and hang catch it if that's possible. And that seagull is definitely... Get away! Come on. He's coming down. A seagull's hovering him. Okay, he's coming back. Look at that, eh? Isn't that amazing, really? It's such a small little drone. And I sent it out there. I turned off the controller. As you can see, it's still off. Okay, so in this test, which is interesting, I think, because I've had a couple of people, ding ding, put them there. Now, if you notice, I've got that in sports mode. I'm just going to put on the screen save now, so you can see what I'm on about. Because I didn't really know this, because I do have a tendency sometimes when I'm out flying, if I'm doing something in sports mode and for some reason I've got to pack it up, I leave it in sports mode. But as you can see on the controller, it's saying it's in M mode. Now I think what's going to happen, once the drone takes off, it will then convert back into sports mode. But we're going to try that. Okay, so the home point's done. Right, I'm going to be honest, guys, this is not a great area for flying. I might not do it long because I don't know if you can see the shadows, but there's seagulls about. And I don't think the Neo 2 is going to be, I think it's going to be attracted to the seagulls. Anyway, let's get on with this test. So, I'm just going to get the drone, I'll do a hand launch, away from the camera. So you can see it's already in M mode. And we're going to do auto takeoff from a hand.
Takeoff.
Right. Home point's been updated, obviously. I'm just going to see if it goes past my head. you know, I'm right on it. And it's not moving. But anyway, I'm just going to go. I'm getting away from the peeps. Okay, so I've still got it on M mode. Right, and it's still, even though, interestingly, it's still in M mode. Okay, so maybe I have to go back and then put it into sports mode.
Obstacle sensing unavailable.
Right.
Fly with caution.
So that's what happens. Even though you can take off in, obviously, I'm not going to do sin. Even though you take off in sports mode, it will only take off in normal mode. Did you know that? Because I wasn't really sure, and that's the whole point of this test. I've got to thank those guys for that. You're top people. I've got 52 on the clock. I'm going to bring the drone back in.
Return to home.
I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. I was expecting it to say you're in sports mode or something. But it didn't, it just stayed in normal mode. So that's another safety feature for you guys flying the Neo 2 or any other drone thinking about it. Right, it's coming in. I'll see if I can hand catch that. Can you catch me? He says. Look at that, eh? That. You know what? This drone, if you got the money, guys, you're thinking about going into drones, get this first. It does so many things. So anyway, that test was passed. Okay. On now, it's just I'm getting everything set up. So, okay. We got 26 on the clock.
Home point updated.
Okay, home point's already been done. Okay guys, I'm gonna hang about. I've got the home point set. It's a little bit windy. I'll put the air thing just there. It's a bit more windy than I thought, but there's no seagulls here, thankfully. So I'm just gonna send the drone up. Yeah, we got 23.
Takeoff.
Okay, it's a little bit of a,
Home point updated.
as you can see, they're a bit of a tilt. And I've got the screen save still on.
Low battery. Return to home promptly.
Well, I wasn't expecting that, so I'm going to turn that off a minute. Okay. Oh no, it's got low battery. Right, I'm just going to send it out and see a little bit. Is that a good idea?
Battery level is low.
Okay.
Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds.
Okay, I'm just still sending it out to the sea because I just wanted to prove that you can fly over the water.
Return to home.
Okay, it's returning her home. Anyway, that's good enough for me because it is windy and it is rocking about a bit there. I just wanted to show what happens, low battery over the water. Okay, so it wasn't very far. And I probably could have, yeah, this is catch a bloody thing. Don't do that at home as also. Right, I'm just going to turn off my screen save. Okay, so that wasn't a very good test, I must agree. And if I'm out again on the sea, on a windy day, with the seagulls, I'll do it again. And I shouldn't have said that because I've just seen a seagull just over there, believe it or not. So yeah, it's just, I mean, to me, it passed because I wasn't expecting it to do that as soon as I took the drone off. But I did, come on, I did fly out over the sea, admittedly not very far, and yeah. And what I try and get out with those guys is when you get that warning and it says it's going to come back in 10 seconds, don't cancel it, guys, because you're going to lose your drone. And that's all I can say. But it was interesting with the Mini 2. I went over the sea. Wasn't that high, to be honest. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that test. I was a bit nervous on that one because of the wind mainly. Flipping it over and then dunking it in the water. But anyway, as always, there's going to be another video coming right sooner.